If you are trying TM-style meditation and your mind keeps thinking, you may wonder, am I doing this wrong? Why can't I stop my thoughts? Is my mind supposed to become completely silent? And if thoughts keep coming, does that mean meditation is not working? The simple answer is no. Thoughts during meditation are normal. You are not failing. You are not broken. And you do not need to force your mind to become empty. In this video, we will talk about why thoughts happen during TM-style meditation, what to do when they appear, and how to return gently without overthinking the practice. So sit comfortably, relax your shoulders, and let's make this simple. Many beginners believe meditation means having no thoughts, but the mind naturally thinks. That is what the mind does. It remembers, it plans, it worries, it solves problems, it replays conversations. It jumps from one thing to another. So when you sit down to meditate, the mind does not always become quiet right away. Sometimes it becomes even more noticeable. You may suddenly remember something you forgot to do. You may think about work. You may think about family. You may think about money. You may think about what happened earlier. You may even think, why am I thinking so much? That is also just another thought. The goal is not to fight every thought. The goal is not to push thoughts away. The goal is not to win a battle against your mind. In TM-style meditation, the practice is much softer than that. You sit comfortably, you close your eyes, you use a simple silent sound or mental anchor. And when you notice that your attention has drifted, you gently return. That is the practice. Not perfect silence, not perfect focus, just gentle returning. If thoughts come during meditation, it does not mean you failed. It may simply mean the mind is releasing activity. It may mean the body is settling. It may mean you are becoming more aware of what was already happening inside. Many people only notice how busy their mind is after they sit quietly. Before meditation, the mind may have been just as active. But because you were busy doing things, you did not notice it as much. When everything becomes quiet, the thoughts become easier to see. That can feel frustrating at first, but it is normal. Think of it like sitting near a busy road. At first, every car feels loud. You notice every sound. Every movement catches your attention. But after a while, you stop chasing every car with your eyes. The cars still pass by, but you do not need to follow each one. Thoughts are similar. They may pass through the mind. You do not need to chase them. You do not need to argue with them. You do not need to finish every story. You simply notice and return. The biggest beginner mistake is trying too hard. Trying to force the mind to be silent. Trying to hold the mental sound perfectly. Trying to check every few seconds, is this working? Am I deep enough? Did I choose the right sound? Am I doing this correctly? That checking becomes more thinking. Then the practice starts to feel like effort. But TM-style meditation is often described as easy, natural, and effortless. That does not mean nothing happens. It means you do not need to strain. You do not need to control every thought. You do not need to meditate with tension in your face, jaw, shoulders, or chest. You can let the practice be simple. If your mind wanders, return gently. If it wanders again, return again. If it wanders 100 times, return 100 times. Each return is not a mistake. Each return is the practice. How to return gently. So what does return gently actually mean? It means you do not scold yourself. You do not say, I messed up. I am bad at this. My mind is too busy. This is not working. Instead, the moment you notice you are lost in thought, you simply come back to your silent mental anchor. Softly, quietly, without drama, like placing a feather on a table, not like slamming a door. You do not need to restart the whole meditation. You do not need to take a big breath every time. You do not need to make the sound loud in your mind. Just return in the easiest way possible. If the mental sound is clear, let it be clear. If it becomes faint, let it be faint. If it disappears and you notice thoughts, gently return. The practice should feel simple, not forced. What if I think the whole time? Sometimes beginners say, I think I was thinking the whole time. Did I even meditate? Yes, you still practiced. If you sat down, closed your eyes, and gently returned when you noticed your mind wandering, you practiced. Some sessions feel quiet, some sessions feel busy, some sessions feel peaceful, some sessions feel restless. Do not judge the whole practice by one session. Meditation is not about having the same experience every time. It is about building a relationship with the mind, a calmer relationship, a softer relationship, a less reactive relationship. If you think the whole time, simply notice that, then continue. No need to label the session as good or bad. No need to compare it to yesterday. No need to compare it to someone else. Just keep the habit simple. Sit, close your eyes, repeat silently, drift, notice, return. That is enough. Should you control your breathing? Another common question is, should I control my breathing during TM-style meditation? For this type of practice, you usually do not need to control the breath. You can let the breath breathe itself. If your breathing is slow, let it be slow. If it is normal, let it be normal. If it changes naturally, let it change naturally. The breath may become softer as the body relaxes, but you do not need to force it. You are not trying to perform a breathing exercise. You are allowing the mind and body to settle. If paying attention to the breath helps you relax at the beginning, that is fine. Take 1 or 2 easy breaths. Then let the practice become silent and natural. Now let's try a short practice. This will not use any specific mantra name. Just choose a simple, silent sound or soft mental anchor that feels easy to repeat. You do not need to say it out loud. You do not need to explain it. You do not need to make it perfect. Just choose something simple and neutral. Sit comfortably, let your hands rest, relax your shoulders, relax your jaw, let your eyes close gently, or lower your gaze. Take 1 easy breath in and breathe out slowly. Again, breathe in gently and breathe out. Now begin repeating your silent sound softly in your mind. Not loud, not forced, just easy. If thoughts come, that is okay. Gently return. No need to push anything away. No need to clear the mind. Just notice and return. Let the body rest. Let the mind settle in its own time. If you drift into thought, gently come back. Softly return. No pressure. No judgment. The mind may think. That is okay. You simply return. If the sound becomes faint, let it be faint. If it becomes clear, let it be clear. Do not force the experience. Just sit. Repeat silently. Return gently. Again, if thoughts come, gently return. If you hear sounds around you, gently return. If you feel restless, gently return. You are not doing it wrong. This is the practice. Now, slowly begin to notice your breath again. Notice your body sitting here. Notice the space. around you. Take one slow breath in and slowly breathe out. When you are ready, gently open your eyes. Closing. If thoughts came during this practice, that is normal. If your mind wandered, that is normal. If you returned again and again, you are practicing correctly. The goal is not to erase every thought. The goal is to stop fighting the mind. In TM style meditation, the practice can be simple. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, repeat silently. Notice when you drift, return gently. That is enough. If you are a beginner, start with a short session, then slowly build toward a longer practice if it feels right for you. Many people practice TM for around 15 to 20 minutes, often twice a day, but consistency matters more than perfection when you are beginning. If this helped you, save this video and come back whenever your mind feels too busy. Thank you for practicing with Zbey.